What screams I am very smart? Me when someone doubts my smartness. Let me just take the time to cogniciously recognize your intelligences. Fuck, I even googled cogniciously to see what it meant. I am not smart. False, admitting the limits of your knowledge is a sign of intelligence. It's a sign of self-awareness more than intelligence. Listening instead of trying to talk all the time. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. A wise man speaks when he has something to say. A fool speaks when he has to say something. Edit. Seems like people like this one. Here's a few more. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth so you can listen twice as much as you speak. When you speak you are only repeating things that you already know. But when you just listen you may learn something new. Listen and silent are spelled with the same letters. Jimmy Neutron when nobody is around. Sodium chloride. Actually dude, it's salt. That's what I said. Sodium chloride. Brain blast. Unironically, being able to learn skills independently and apply them to whatever task you need to perform. Ironically, normally, I'd say overconfidence or one-upping. But I've seen this in really smart people too. But any hint of pride about one's own ignorance is a solid indicator. And apply them to whatever task you need to perform. That is usually what really impresses me. I have a lot of interesting, but ultimately useless, knowledge. It's all well and good to know things. But to know how to use that knowledge to do something is fantastic. Edit spelling. That, and being able to Google information and put it to good use immediately. That is literally how I wrote every assignment for my degree. Need to learn about multivariate analysis? Google it worked well. But the trouble is, I pretty much have no idea how to do any of the stuff I've done again. All I know is how to find out how to do it again. If Google ever stops working, I might as well give up working. Using your IQ as an argument to validate your point. Just recently I saw an argument on Twitter and the one person was like, I have an IQ of 130. That's in the top 2% of humanity. It's pretty clear who is right here. Gosh, I hate those people. Yeah, you can totally be smarter than someone else. And still be wrong. Source: experience. Intelligence isn't knowledge. And the ability to reason is not the same thing as training to perform a task. Also, every free IQ test on the internet tells you you're a genius so they can try to upsell you on a book of geniuses with your name in it. There was the king of the hill about it. Not everyone. I took one once for a class and got a 70. That's, like, a functionally retarded score. So that was weird. I'm not saying I'm a genius. But I know I'm not that stupid. You ever think people are just being nice to you? His parents paid good money. Should we tell him? Use small words. Argumentum ad verecundium. What does Harry Potter have to do with this? I cast my intelligence spell. Not accepting when they're wrong or don't know something. A truly smart person will accept when they're wrong or if they need help understanding something. Source: I'm an idiot surrounded by smart people. One thing that really burns me up is when people call you an idiot for being wrong. Rub your nose in it. I think this is why many hesitate to admit fault. For fear of the backlash it will cause. Someone who isn't. Oh, so irony, but with more screaming. When they brag about their IQ. Most smart people I know don't really care. Dude, my IQ is a 40. I have a 46 GPS. I have 24 GHz. I have 7 inches. 3. Take it or leave it. Neil deGrasse Tyson, pushed off a bridge? He'll probably mention that it is not falling that kills you, but the sudden stop at the floor ground. Edit. It has been a while since English being my second language was obvious. Oh well. It's not actually the sudden stop that kills you. It's the fact that most of your organs try to keep going. Who else read that in his voice? I tutor middle and high schoolers. So my answer is them. I also tutor kids. Aged 5-18. And I absolutely agree. Some kids are just too dumb to realize they're not the smartest person alive. The 18-year-olds should realize how dumb they are when they're learning with 5-year-olds. Can I say watching Rick and Morty, or is that meme dead now? Ah yes, Richard and Mortimer. A show in which you require approximately 200 IQ to properly enjoy. Rickard et Mortimer. Ricardo and Mortimerio. Rick and Morty is just R-rated adventure time. Which is a goddamn compliment. Honestly, that kid in class who asks a question that's not on topic just to show off to the class how much he knows. TBH, when I was in school I constantly used to ask my teachers unusual questions related to what we were learning because I was genuinely curious. This is why people get bored of school, because there's no exploration of knowledge, just following the damn trail. I can't remember what it was I asked, but I remember my teacher going, "That's an A-level question," and after gritting my teeth for the 100th time I just snapped and said, "Okay, can I have an A-level answer?" She sent me out the room. Top-notch response there. Posting a comment that is nothing but a link to I am Verismit. I am Verismit. Super genius confirmed. Solving Rubik's Cubes. I learned to do it in a day and I'm an idiot. It's just memorizing patterns and when to do them. Movies make you believe that people who solve Rubik's Cubes are some kind of intellectual prodigy, but it's just building up the muscle memory. Edit. Just to be clear. It's totally cool to enjoy doing Rubik's Cubes. I enjoy doing them sometimes as a fidget when I'm watching Netflix or something. I'm talking about people who take it around with them and brag about being able to solve one or do it just for the intellectual points. Yeah, I mean they're literally child toys. Cocky pants and a bowl cut. Shit, I dated that guy for a minute. He got some kind of engineering degree when he was like 19. Managed to retire at 40. Became an RN. Then took a $15 hour job he didn't need, where he constantly told everyone about his degrees and drove an $80 BMW. He was like a very confused robot. He probably took the job out of boredom. Most people who retire young find some part-time job to keep them busy. Never understood how wealthy educated people can go back to work out of boredom. There are lots of creative and fulfilling hobbies you can pursue. At the very least you could be your own boss. It's actually a little sad. All that squandered potential. Buying food based on price per weight rather than the size of the packaging and assuming that bigger comes with better value. Saying the smarter sounding word for something when it isn't necessary. Sometimes I like to use big words so that I look more photosynthesis. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Reddit videos.